I've spent a lifetime fighting for the lost. I've looked into the eyes of countless parents whose world has been shattered, and I'm here to tell you something that should shake you to your core. Every year in this country, an estimated 800,000 children are reported missing. That's not a typo. Let that number sink in. It's a stadium full of children. It's a city of empty beds and silent playgrounds. This isn't a problem happening somewhere else to someone else. This is a national crisis happening right now in our own backyards. It's an epidemic of heartbreak that tears families apart and leaves a scar on the soul of our nation. It breaks down to nearly 2,200 children every single day. By the time you finish your morning coffee, another child has vanished. By the time you go to bed tonight, thousands more will have been reported missing. Some are runaways fleeing abuse. Some are taken by a non-custodial parent, but many, far too many, are abducted by strangers. They are stolen from their front yards, from parks, from the very places they should feel safest. Now let me tell you about a part of this crisis that is a national disgrace. Where do you think a child should be safest? In the care of the government, right? Under the protection of the state, in the foster care system. Wrong. It's a shocking betrayal, but thousands of children disappear directly from the systems designed to protect them. These are kids who have already been removed from dangerous homes. They have already suffered trauma, and we, the system, fail them again. These aren't just runaways escaping a bad situation. Many are specifically targeted by predators. Traffickers know these kids are vulnerable. They know they are lonely, disconnected, and desperate for a sense of belonging. Think about the message this sends to a child. You were taken from your family for your own safety, only to be abandoned again. The system that promised to care for you lost you. Who is left to trust? When one of these kids goes missing, they are often labeled as a runaway, and the police response is tragically slow. The system that was supposed to be their sanctuary becomes their hunting ground. It's a complete and utter failure of our duty to protect the most helpless among us. A child is a child. A missing child is a missing child no matter their circumstances. Every single one deserves the Amber Alert, the full-scale search, the media attention, and the relentless pursuit of justice. Let's be very clear about what we're up against. This isn't just about random acts of opportunity. We are fighting organized criminal networks. These are sophisticated predators who know exactly what they are doing. They know how to create false documents, how to move children through the shadows of our society, and how to exploit every loophole in our legal system. They are masters of deception, and their only goal is to profit from the innocence of our children. They prey on a child's trust, their kindness, their desire for friendship or acceptance. Once a child is in their grasp, they are moved quickly. Their identity is stripped away. Their appearance is changed. They are isolated from anyone who might help them. They are trapped in a web of fear and manipulation, often too terrified to even try to escape. Law enforcement is doing its best, but they are often outgunned and under-resourced against these sprawling, well-funded criminal enterprises. The jurisdictional challenges are a nightmare. One police department can't easily cross state lines to continue an investigation. The fight to bring a child home is a race against time. Every hour that passes, the trail grows colder. All the while, these criminal networks are working to erase the child's existence, moving them deeper into the darkness. The numbers tell a story of both hope and deep, persistent tragedy. Let's look at the data from the FBI's National Crime Information Center. In 2024, there were 397,018 missing child entries. That's a staggering number, but here's where we find a sliver of hope. The vast majority of these cases are resolved. According to the data, over 95% of missing children reported to police are eventually located. But we cannot let that high recovery rate lull us into a false sense of security. The real story, the one that keeps me up at night, is in the margins. Even 1% of that huge number represents thousands of children who are still missing. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children reports that of the nearly 30,000 cases they assisted with in 2023, 1 in 6 were likely victims of child sex trafficking. These are the most difficult cases. Consider the long-term missing. These are the children who have been gone for years, even decades. Their posters have faded. Their age-progressed photos are a haunting guess at what they might look like today. Their families are stuck in a limbo of grief and hope. For these families, the fight never ends. The hope never truly dies. And for these children, we must never, ever stop looking. I have shown you the scale of the horror. I have shown you how the system fails our most vulnerable. I have shown you the evil we are up against. Now, the most important question is, what are you going to do about it? This fight does not belong only to law enforcement or to heartbroken parents. This is your fight, too. It belongs to every citizen who believes that children deserve to be safe. You have the power to make a difference, right now, today. Start simple. Pay attention. When an Amber Alert goes off on your phone, don't just swipe it away. Read it. Look at the picture. Look at the license plate number. You could be the one who makes the call that brings a child home. Share missing child posters on your social media accounts. You have a network of hundreds, maybe thousands of people. One share could put that child's face in front of the one person who has seen them. It costs you nothing, but it could mean everything. But don't stop there. Demand more from our leaders. Call your elected officials. Email them. Show up at town halls. Ask them what they are doing to provide more resources to fight child trafficking. Demand accountability. Tell them that the safety of our children is not a partisan issue. It is a human issue. Your voice, when joined with others, creates a roar they cannot ignore. This is our chance to turn outrage into action. We can change the system. We can give law enforcement the tools they need. But it starts with you. It starts with the decision that you will no longer be a bystander. You will be a fighter, a defender, a beacon of hope for the lost. Let's stand together, and let's fight for them. Let's bring them home, and let's build a world where no child has to live in fear. The fight is now. Join me.